Fuchs in the house, coming to you on a Monday. Hope everybody had a good start to the week or is going to have a good start to the week. Um, going to cover a little of everything tonight. Going to kind of do world news, continue on my UW Milwaukee baseball, and going to do some classic movie talk. What do we want to do? Serious first, baseball, or movies? I think I'm going to start with the baseball, is what I'm going to do. So, UW Milwaukee baseball, which doesn't get any promo at all in Wisconsin, I don't think. It doesn't get in Milwaukee, so I'm not thinking it's getting anywhere in the rest of the state. Um, Basically, they have to play the first like 20 games on the road. They got to go to warm weather cities, and they're not having a good year this year. So they're 1-14, and they just got swept by Miami of Ohio. And I decided to dig in, and it looks like hitting's not going so well. So maybe when they get into Horizon League play, the bats will start getting hot. The only way they're going to get to the tournament is if they win the Horizon League championship. And they play some good competition in for these first games. They played Wake Forest. That was one of their only wins was against at the time. I don't know if they still are, but Wake Forest is ranked 17th, I think it is. I don't follow the college baseball that much, but trying to get a little interest in UW Milwaukee. Like I say, it doesn't get promoted for being a team. Kind of, I don't know. I think you could spend a minute or so every once in a while to talk about them. But yeah, I was looking and hitting. Looks like they're in a little slump, so maybe the bats will turn around for them next couple of games, and hope so. And that is that for UW Milwaukee baseball. For what I just talked about is probably most somebody's talked about UW Milwaukee baseball that I know about. So hopefully it gets a trend and get some people to follow them. And again, they're going to a new ballpark that's decent compared to where they were years ago. Last year they played I think half the season at the old field and then half at the new field, and now it looks like it's permanent at the new field, which hopefully people realize. And then I was looking at the roster. It looks like a young roster. I saw a lot of freshmen on there, so maybe another year under their belt, maybe turn around. But still, Horizon League's still coming around. So they, with the competition they played, maybe that played in the Horizon League will take off for them. Next, going to do classic movie talk. Tonight, I came across this movie that I loved when I was a kid, and then going to go off on a little different scenarios here. And I decided to watch a movie called Mighty Joe Young. And this was one of my kid favorites, basically offset of King Kong. But enjoy the movie, and this is the black and white version. Let's see here, 1949 is the year in this, and I haven't seen this movie. I know I've seen the remake, but the original for 1949, if you get a chance, I know people are like, oh, but think about 1949 and how a movie is done with special effects. Back then, people were in awe on how things were, but the movie has a couple intense scenes, which I was going to say it's kind of, Mighty Joe Young's kind of the hero in the movie at the end. But there's a couple scenes that are a little vicious where he's fighting some lions, a little tense. And then at the end, it gets a little tense also. Don't want to give anything away. So, again, a good classic movie to watch. And I kind of got a kick out of this is Terry Moore, born in 1929. She is still acting, 90 years old. And one of the movies coming, and then she's got like three other movies that are coming out. If I remember looking at what she's got going on. So for 90 years old, hey, actress that again, I should have looked at some of the movies that she did from 1949 till today. I gotta say that's very impressive. Ben Johnson is in this, and anybody gets a chance. I think these actors and actresses I'm going to be mentioning, basically grandparents are probably going to know these actors and actresses more than parents. Um, I guess it depends on how old your parents are. So, so with that, I just want to pass that along. And Ben Johnson, he was someone that did westerns for a lot of his career. He did some John Wayne movies, did a Clint Eastwood movie. He did a couple movies on his own, but he never got that star role scenario. But good actor. Next one, Gunga Din, 1939. Cary Grant and Douglas Fairbanks Jr. Again, actors that maybe want to throw by your grandparents if they remember them. These are actors and actresses I say to my mom, and she'd be all over it. She kind of gets it. She's one that knows those actors and actresses from the 50s. I kind of get a kick out of it. So I laugh about that. One time I always forget this guy he played in The Quiet Man. My mom's like, yeah, is that so and so? And I'm like, who are you talking about? And John Wayne's the main actor, and so she's mentioning the co-star of the movie. So I kind of get a kick out of that stuff. Gunga Din is three British soldiers are in India and are trying to stop a cult from doing a massacre. Again, another movie that it's got a comedy feel for it. Gunga Din got a 7.4. Mighty Joe Young got a 7. I almost want to say I'd reverse this. I think I prefer Mighty Joe Young over Gunga Din. I'm going to go with that. And then my last classic movie is Winchester 73. It's a Western. James Stewart and Shelly Winter are in this movie. And basically, Jimmy Stewart wins a rifle in a contest, and it gets stolen. And so he has to go try to... really isn't guns involved on his search on a person. Again, don't want to give away too much. The movie was 1950, got a 7.3. All three, if you're looking for a classic movie, definitely. And something I want to, if somebody's watching my video at this point, anybody want to give me a feedback, is looking to see any classic movies prior to 1970. I'll go that is how I'm going to, for me, address classic movies, 70 and before. I know there's some movies I can go in the 70s, but for this, looking for if somebody wants to mention some classic movies that they've seen prior to 1970, or also black and white movie that was done in black and white, no color. And I know some movies modern day have done that route. If you want to mention them, please do. But yeah, mention black and white movie that you've seen. Wouldn't mind that. Get a little feedback going. Try to get people watching the video. Hopefully this is going to change things up a little. And so that is movie talk for tonight. And the last one, kind of going to go into serious talk a little bit. Coronavirus. I am fighting a cold. Drinking tea right now. I did have a shot earlier just for the hell of it. Grandma and grandpa kind of thing. It was like, yeah, do a shot of something. So did a shot of bourbon. Is a lot of panic out there, a lot of finger pointing, blaming. That is not necessary. You got a virus that came out of China. Nobody knows about it. You got people kind of guessing on what's going on. I get a kick is that everybody's like freaking out about test kits. These test kits are just to see if you have the virus. It ain't curing you. And people are freaking out about that. It's like, I mean, wash your hands, clean your areas. Don't go on cruise ships. Whoever's going on cruise ships, I don't get it. Is it worth, lose the money, health or money? Think about it. I mean, sorry, cruise ships are going to be taking a hit, but I just get a kick out of that. Since January, we've heard about these cruise ships, and they're still going on. And it's like, yeah, some of these, it's like somebody passed a memo, something. I don't. It just don't get it. Kind of pisses me off. I'm not one that it's the United States, and I don't care if the guys from Timbuktu that figures out how to treat this is get the world together on this, try to figure out what's going on. No, they're not doing enough. They are doing whatever they can. You got a virus that nobody knows about. So it's like me guessing on what to do. But I'm going to say one thing is people that are depressed or something, I try to get in a happier state or in a good mood. Get your feelings up if you're going to be fighting this. I think being down is sure not good. It's going to knock you down a little harder, I think. I'm just going to go with that gut feeling. And I was going to say something that, today is March 9th, and I was going to throw out a date of March 22nd that the United States is really going to be feeling this. Way things are shaking up, I think it's going to be before March 22nd that you're really going to see things going on. What I don't like also are numbers that are being thrown out with what the numbers in China. Yeah, that don't add up at all, and I don't care. Somebody thinks I'm wrong on that. You got millions of people in these cities, and they can't keep up with how to keep track of that. And that's going on in the U.S. too, is you got people that have this and they haven't been counted or noticed, or I wouldn't doubt that there's been some people that have had it and have gone through it that they're feeling better now. So again, I don't do serious talk that much, but I just think people coronavirus, do what you can. Panicking sure isn't helping. Pointing fingers sure isn't helping. Basically, if you stay in a box, you have a chance that this goes away. But today's society, that's kind of hard. It's a moving and grooving kind of group. Just be careful out there. If you're going on a vacation, think about it. It's like, do I really want to do that? Maybe you want to bite the bullet. Just saying. I'm getting a kick out of my live stream that I'm doing on this. And again, hopefully some people watch it. Do want feedback. I think that's about it for tonight. And I hope people that are doctors, scientists, get together throughout the world. Russian doctors, American doctors, Chinese doctors, Israeli doctors, Saudi Arabia doctors. I hope you all get together and figure out what's going on. And whoever does, kudos to you. But something nasty out there, and people need to support each other. Not, again, blame game. Not happening on a virus that nobody knows. It came out of China. You don't know what's going on there. You hope China's provided what they can. But this thing, they try to compare it with, hey, the flu's worse, and nobody knows this stuff. You got a virus that's unknown, and to have the media saying stuff, it's like, just stay on the sidelines. Don't even ask questions. Just give a mic to some doctors and let them talk without you asking questions. That'd probably be the best thing, I think. One, you're not stirring up opinion. But again, you may have 5 different doctors given 5 different treatments or how to handle dealing with it. I guess for me, it's like, yeah, you may want to get the doctors together to agree on a game plan instead of maybe having one doctor say one thing, one saying another. But yeah, finger pointing, nah, not happening. Whoever's doing that, I disagree with you. You're sure not the cure. So that's what I'm going to say on that. And I hope everybody's, we get through this, and it's going to be, I think this is going to be a couple months before this settles down. I hope. I kind of hope it gets through every country quick is what I'm hoping for. But hang in there, everybody. Stay positive as much as you can. Watch some of my classic movies that I've recommended. Check out my playlists. Yeah, a lot of serious talk there on coronavirus. I kind of got a kick out of doing that. But again, I appreciate anybody that watches my videos. And if you are a newcomer, thumbs up, thumbs down, I don't care. Make a comment. Please do. If you have an obscure movie that you want to mention, I have no problem with that. Again, kind of throwing it back on the movie talk is looking for some classic movie feedback, hopefully from people. So that is it for tonight, and I hope everybody has a great week. Thank you.